Hey guys, welcome back to another Sorted George with me, Julian. 117,000 or 17,000? You decide. Now the reason why I asked that question, I've been having a look around this old girl for the last couple of days, as you do, now that I've finally got her own. And just silly things about it is convincing me more and more every day that this is actually a 17,000 mile car and not 117,000. Now I know at first glance we've got all the surface rust, etc., but it's more of a atmospheric condensation being sat for nearly 30 years kind of rust, rather than being out in the salt and the rain and everything else kind of rust, you know. Obviously I've shown you the boot before, but it's like a tiny little bit of surface rust up underneath here, etc. You know, it is so, let me see if I can put the torch on, hang on, there you go. It is so clean, it's unreal, you know, up underneath here. It really is so clean. Like, look at the motor. You know, it's like there's nothing been in this trunk. I know, obviously, like for 30 years, but you just, I've never seen such a complete car. Now, I'm not referring to, obviously, the fact that it's got all of its doors and windows and everything else, because obviously it's there, which you get with most cars. But there's no rot. Now, I know that the Newport was a clean car, but this is like super clean. Now, I've come in the wrong side already. Now, if that was 117,000, that wouldn't just be a bit of dirt. It's a cloth seat. There would be some rips in it. You know? Everything is absolutely perfect. That's not a split. That's just where it's been sat. And that's dirt, you know, like a fold where something's been folded for ages. Obviously, where it's been tucked back in here, I can feel something. Yeah, there you go. Look, there's the bracket for it. That's just that. That's what that is. I found a set of keys tucked down the back of that. Yeah, these ones. I think it was these ones. Was it them ones? Yeah, it wasn't them ones. Yeah, found them tucked down the seat. Yeah, it's like it's all here. Nothing's damaged. Yeah, I've just found another key. My word. It's just like, for, you know, a 50-year-old, it's been sat 30 years, I get it, like, you know, 28. But like the glove box, right, is absolutely perfect. Now, something that I think is quite a rarity is this. Is the light cover for the, what's the name? But not only is it here, it's white. It's not yellow. It's got all of the little rubber, what's names here, look, intact. Even the ones on here, you know. I know it sounds really stupid, but like absolutely nothing is missing, right? The dash pad, let me see if I can turn off the torch because we got the outside light. There you go. The dash pad is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. There's no cracks, no nothing, right? This on the A post, when I was down at the docks, I noticed it was cracked, and I had to sort of, because of where it was parked, if you see there, look, I had to try and get it out, and it was like a case of push it back, push it forward, and unfortunately it broke. It was already broken, and obviously it's got worse, and hey. But yeah, this side has got a bit of a, if I can get out, excuse me. This side's got a, hang on, yeah, there you go. This side's got a bit of a crack down here. But sorry, the light's not fantastic, unfortunately. But right, let's go underneath the hood again. Now, I appreciate everything is here like it was on the Newport, right? But as I said before, those manifolds are so clean. That's not 117,000 miles on that manifold. You know what I mean? The other side's got a little bit on the front there. But like I say, it's just obviously where it's been stood. Everything is here, right? Even down to, again, I know it's stupid, but we've still got the original wire separators here. You've still got, I don't know whether they're like a plastic clip that sits in that or whether that's just paint, a layer of paint. But yeah, they're all routed correctly. They're like the HT leads as well. This side's got it as well. It's like, it's too complete. You know what I mean? It's too complete to be 117,000 miles. And I'm talking like all the stupid little things that are still here. I was a bit worried, as it were, with the brake pedal at first, the wear. But after looking at it, that would be like 17,000 miles worth. And that's it. There is, apart from this tiny, literally, I've just covered, let me come back a bit, I've just covered the wear. That is it. Most cars, it's sort of like this area. Like I said, the pedal is perfect. The carpet is lovely. You know? There's a tiny little, what's name here, but like I say, there was a lot of screws and whatever else here, so I don't know what that is. But I know it's had a mat, but it's like, it's just too clean. Everything is here, you know? All the badges and everything. Yeah, what do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm just about to start cleaning this up now. So, but let me know what you reckon. I reckon this is a 17,000, and that was the other thing as well. All right, it's 17, oh, it's 17 and a half, but you know what I mean. Look how perfectly straight that is. You know, there's no, normally when they go around the clock, you might have them sort of like, even though it might be like a, I don't know, like a 10,000th or something like that, but they're like stepped up or stepped down or something. They're kind of like out of sync, aren't they, the numbers? But that is absolutely arrow straight. I really do think this is an original 17,000 mile car. Even down to having that on there. That little sticker. Now, that works as well. And what you do with it, as it says, and just in case you don't know, what you do, if you, let's say you come home at night, obviously you've got your headlights on. If you switch off your headlights and then switch off the ignition, it's off. If you switch off the ignition, then switch off your headlights stay on for about a minute. And that works as well, because I've already tested it. It's like not a Twilight Sentinel, but, you know, like timer delay so that you can see, so you can get up to the house, put the key in the door, so you've got the headlights to see the pathway and all the rest of it, like, you know, typical of a New Yorker rather than a Newport. And that still works as well. But it's like I say, having that sticker, it's still there. It hasn't worn off where people have been, you know, cleaning the dash, etc., etc. Yeah, I really do think this is an original 17,000 miler. The more I look at it, everything. Yeah, look, like I said, the little these break off, you know, disappear. All this lot would break off. You know, I know it's discoloured, obviously with age, but look at this. This will make you laugh as well. That's how it's been sat. I pulled this out the other day. That's how it's been sat. That is like brand new. That is like brand new. That would not be in that clean condition for a driver, like the driver's side, would not be in that clean condition for 117,000 miles. Like I say, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. I'm going to get on and clean this old girl. Sorted, George. Right, that's that driver's side done. I'm just working my way around the car, and what I decided to do, we just had some people here doing something in the garden, so I just came to the trunk, and I've just cleaned out all this lot. You've still got all the panel numbers there as well. Look how clean these gutters are. This trunk gutter is unbelievable. So clean, it's unreal. It's lush all the way. And up underneath there, I did say it's just a bit of dirt and maybe a bit of surface, but yeah, just a tad bit of surface, look, that's all. But I can't remember if I'd said, but this is actually a New Jersey car. Now, any gearhead will tell you, yeah, you want a solid motor, you go for like a, you know, down south Alabama and Texas car and Florida, whatever else. You go for something that's out of New York, etc. Because of the salt on the road, etc. They're rock boxes. And this is another thing why I'm saying I reckon it's 17,000 and not 117,000. It's just absolutely, I know it's dirt, I've just sort of like hoovered it but swept it all up. The corners are perfect. See, look, it's still got the stamp numbers on it. Stamp number on that rear quarter. This is the worst bit I've found anywhere on the car, to be honest with you. Well, apart from obviously like this, apologies, apart from the lower rear quarter down here that I've got to do, forget what I've just said, I've got to do that. But yeah, it's just too clean. And this is a New York car. Like I say, this is a northern state car. With the salt on the roads, they rot. And this one ain't. So, I mean, when it was parked up in, what, 94, 95, so it's still done sort of 22, 23 years on the road. But I reckon this was like a Sunday car going to church or something, because there's no rot. It's got to be 17,000. Like I say, let me know what you think. I'm going to crack on. Sorted, George. I'm not wasting my time doing that. Why don't I just take the blooming thing out? Yeah, plonker Rodney. Take it out first. Go shake it. And then hoover the remaining what's left. Wow. Look at that. That is one clean boot floor. How's that for a motor on a trunk floor, eh? Right. You're looking at it as I am. What have we got here? What's that? Oh. Luggage complete floor, 18th of October 71. I wonder if that's the ticket off of the bottom of the carpet. How about that? JP Stevens and Co. Incorporated, made in USA, 1783 CX, or was that GX? Don't know. Black, 1972 Chrysler luggage compartment floor, October 18th, 71. That's got to be the original ticket off the bottom of the mat, off the bottom of the boot carpet. Oh, this is just too good to be true, isn't it, eh? Absolutely. Wow. Good Lord. Good God.
Don't know what that is. Probably part of it. Don't know. Let's take all this lot out and have a look, shall we? Oh, she's mint. Mint! As mint as they come. See that there? That looks like rust, but it's dirt. It's showing that orange with the light. Look at it. All the clips are intact and good God. Wow. Let's give it a clean, shall we? As you do, salt with George. Here we go. I've just started to take this out. Excuse me. Now, that's what was behind that panel. This is just too mint. Too mint. Good Lord. Let's see what this eye's like. Hang on. Right. Gotta fold that behind that there. So you've got to get that out. And then she should just get around underneath onto that there. And she should just pull out. There you go. Look at that. Good God. You're seeing it for the first time as what I am. Wow. Let's take the wheel arch pieces out and get cleaning, shall we? Sort of, George. Look at this, something else I've just noticed as well. It's still got the original clip to hold that in. So if you ever wondered what these holes are, now you know. Good God. Do they screw? Oh no, they're just pinched together. They're just a I'll show you in a second. Wherever that just went, I don't know. Where'd you go? Where the hell did that go? Don't know, let me watch the video back. Right, gotcha. It decided to disappear right the way down in that corner. And that's what they are. They're little buttons like that. Trim clip things. Never seen them before either. How about that? Well, I've seen them, but you know what I mean, as in not in the trunk. Sorted, George. Right, here we go. Let she be. There's something's been whacked in here, as in something heavy's gone in, because there's a slight little dent there. But obviously that's bashed up against the cardboard, whatever it was that was heavy. No rot at all. Nothing. If you remember with the Newport, I'll put a link up here where I had to do the trunk floor. All this lot was rotten. Wow, a bit like I say, a bit of surface there. Good Lord, look at this, hey? This is what you want when you find a 50-year-old Mopar. Good God. Fantastic. Sorted, George. There's a nail there. Right. Let's give it a clean. Just before I carry on, I've just climbed in the trunk. I found this, right? That was lead like that. And I was wondering, as I went to grab it, I was wondering if it was like part of the cardboard, you know, like what I've just taken off, but it's not. It's a different material. It's not cardboard, as it were, like what this cover was made of. And I'm just wondering, because if you notice up there, right, And you notice that there, that's missing. And that fits perfectly in there. Absolutely perfectly. So even the sound deadening for that hole, I don't know why that's come off, as it were, for whatever reason, but it's even got that in it.
Right, sorted, George. Let's get cleaning the trunk. And this looks like a sample piece, test piece, for the headliner. Banging, man. Sorted, George. Let's crack on. Well, there she is, all cleaned up, tidied up.
That is one heck of a clean trunk floor for a Mopar. Unbelievable. Absolutely. Just gave it a quick wipe over just to get the dust off. Look at that. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely. That is one clean Mopar trunk floor. Absolutely. Now, I know I keep going on about it, and I have absolutely no proof, documentation or anything about the mileage, but I'm basically letting the car speak for itself. You know, how's that for the gutters? They cleaned up sweet all the way along. A little bit of surface in there, but hey, she's 50, she's allowed to, you know. That's lovely. You see the numbers on it nice and clear now. It's even got the numbers on the rubber as well. Yeah. Wow. That cleaned up nice. You even see the number on that there as well. Like I say, I got no documentation, but that's got to be 17,000, isn't it? I mean, just going by the trunk floor, you know. Let's crack on. Sort of, George. Well, I'm just hoovering up the front passenger seat, and I've laid it back. Look at the junk that is down in here. Oh my word! I tell you what, though, it's surprising what you find. Absolutely surprising what you can find down here. I've just found what looks to be a switch for the steering wheel. Not sure for the horn. I'll have to wait and see on that one. I have a good friend doing a bit of research for me, which I really do appreciate it. Chris, thank you very much. Yeah, there's a couple of coins here, a couple of quarters. Oh, I got 50 cents. Ooh. Banging. Right, let's crack on. Sort it, George.
Well, that's just with a quick scrub with a brush from a dustpan. I haven't got a scrubbing brush, but you can certainly see the difference. What I'm going to do is go up and rinse them with obviously clean water, and all I'm using is a product called G101 because it's good for 101 uses. Absolutely brilliant stuff for cleaning. Like I say, you can certainly, I'm going to go over both so that you can compare the difference. So yeah, I've got to give that a bit more in the shield. It would be nice if I had a scrubbing brush, but I don't have one, but never mind. So, but yeah, once that's rinsed off with clean water, that'd be nice. Salt of George, let's crack on. Right, Salt of George, there you go. I've just borrowed, well, pinched actually, Sarah's scrubbing brush thing, like from the sink. Gave that another going over, so that badge has come up really nice. So yeah, you can see the difference just with a little scrub. That's come up lovely. Well chuffed with that. I've just got to go and do the other two now. Salt of George, right, let's crack on. And there it is, all done, all four done. Just with a bit of G101, like I say, that's come up lovely. I'm well chuffed with that. These two on the left-hand side here, that's the driver's side. That's they're still a little bit on the wet side, but yeah, I think they've come up lovely considering how dirty they were. They've come up really well. Salt of George. Next on the agenda, let's just clean up the steering wheel horn pad. Right, and there she is. I've given it a wipe over with some clean water. That's out in the daylight so you can see it better now. That's cleaned up quite nice actually. Salt of George, bang in. Right, there you go. That's the sun visors done as well. These are in really, really good condition, I'll tell you. Absolutely superb. There's not a stitch gone. I know on camera that edge is looking a bit more sort of greeny. But I think that's just through age. But none of the seams have gone. You know, they're absolutely perfect, absolutely spot on. Now I've had enough Mopars in my time, and obviously come across Mopars as well, to know how bad these things go. They the seams go, they split, etc., etc. Yeah, these are in a really good condition, I tell you. Salt of George. Right. Now what? I think... oh yeah, that's what I was going to show you as well. Going back to the subject of 17,000 or 117,000. Let me show you this as well. This is what I found as well. It's still got on both sides the little sponge that is stuck to the bottom of the A-post, where obviously this pushes up against it. And hang on, if I come around here, it's also on this as well, you know. Now this is what I mean about there's just stupid things on this car that are still here. Now surely if this was 117,000, the weather would have sort of worn that off by now, you know, worn off the glue and they would be gone, you know. I appreciate it's been sat, you know, 28 years, but then it still had like 20, 22 years on the road. This is cleaned up really nice. Let me show you. Sides of the doors have come up really nice, that's good. I haven't done any sort of cloth in the car yet, but the door panels have cleaned up nice. Door shuts are good. Salt of George, bang in. Down the side here, you can see the blooming... Is that a number? I'm not sure. Back doors. Door shuts, lovely. That's cleaned up quite nice actually. Door panel. Coolio. Other side. Back of the doors. It's come up really nice actually. I'm quite chuffed with this. I must admit I am well pleased. Salt of George. Back seat. Back panel. It's all cleaned up nice. obviously the mats, and driver's side. Driver's door shuts. It's all come up really nice. I am pleased with it, considering you know, it's been sat for God knows how long. The dash has come up quite nice as well. That's good. Really pleased with that. Lovely. I've just got to run a hoover between the windscreen and the dash, just to get any muck out, as you do. Sort with George. Yeah, paddles. I gave them a quick wipe over. And you can see that angle now with the flash on. It's just that. It's the wear. That is it. And the trunk. That's lovely. I'm just, I've left these side panels out at the moment. I've been keeping the spare tyre sat on them just so that they could sort of flatten them out. But I don't know whether they had some wheat or hay or something like that in there, but this loop carpet, it's a nightmare to try and hoover up, try and vacuum up. It took me near on an hour to clean that carpet because all the little bits were, you know, look, there's some more still down in here, look. It's an absolute nightmare to get out. Absolute nightmare. Still, sorted, George. Banging. Right, guys, I think we'll call it a day on that one. I am well pleased how this is cleaned up. It looks really good now inside. I know I haven't done any of the cloth material or the seats, you know, the carpet, etc. I shall get around to that one. But I am pleased how it's cleaned up, especially the trunk. That is amazing. I personally have never seen a daily driver with such a clean trunk floor. Yes, obviously if it's a, you know, 5,000 mile museum piece that's never been driven, or if it was something restored, well, that's a little bit different as well, isn't it? Because obviously it's been restored. But that trunk is amazing. I am really pleased with that one. Let me know what you think, whether you think it is a 17,000 or 117,000 mile car. It would be nice to find out what you guys think. I think next on the agenda, I'm going to clean the outside, and I would like to have a go at the rust stains. They're not as bad as it looks on camera. I have had a little go somewhere discreet, and it's come up quite nice. So I've got a DA to use, and I've never used one before, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe if you wouldn't mind. I would really appreciate. The channel is slowly but surely growing. I think we're up to, I don't know, 200 and some odd subscribers. I know that's not a lot, but that's a lot for me, and I do appreciate you guys watching. I really do. Thank you. Also, if you like watching stuff on like the sea bodies, etc., pop over and see my mate Chris over at Swig Machine. He's got a 71 like my 72 New Yorker. He's got a brown one that he's doing a lot of work on. So if you haven't before, go check him out. It's worth a watch. He's great fun. I will see you on the next one. Sorted, George. Laters.